2, 3. Yeah, she was a fast machine. She kept the motor clean. She was the best damn woman that I ever seen. She had a side besides telling me no lies, knocking me out with those American thighs, taking off her share. She had to fight it for it. You know, she told me to come, but I was already there. 'Cause the walls were shaking, the earth was quaking, my mind was aching, and we were making it. You shook me all night long. Yeah, you shook me all night long. I'm walking double time on the seduction line. She was one of a kind, she just a mine, oh my. Take another course and take another course and made a meal out of me. And come back for more, happy to let down to take another round. And now I'm back in the ring to take another swing. 'Cause the walls were a-shaking and the earth was a-quaking and my mind was aching. And we were making, everybody, you shook me all night long. Woo! Yeah, yeah, you shook me all night long. Oh, yeah, you shook me all night long. Yeah, 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 you shook me all night long. Yeah, you shook me. Yeah, you shook me all night long.
With Mikey and Jim the photographer, I don't know where the hell they are. I know that they were in search of the Columbus statue. By the way, there is no Columbus statue in front of the state capitol. Jim and Mikey said they were going to look for the Columbus statue. Now, I don't know if Mikey was filling Jim's head with lies or what, but Jimmy is convinced that there is a statue of Christopher Columbus near the Capitol somewhere. I told him, I said, that's not Columbus, it's Lincoln. He goes, I know it's Lincoln, but Columbus is really nearby.
I remember what Columbus looked like, and that is not Abraham Lincoln, that is Columbus.
No one can cook a steak like Christopher Columbus. Okay, now Jimmy was going to get on top of the Hummer.
Yeah.
And when he got on top, you were going to latch him to the top of the Hummer.
Yeah.
Did you successfully do this?
He is on the Hummer right now.
And where are you?
I am pulling out of Eagles parking lot in this pouring down rain.
Really? Is he calling? Do you know?
Yeah.
Hello, is this Jim?
Hey.
Hi, where are you?
I'm going down Chatham Road.
Yeah.
On top of the Hummer.
You are. How are you? Did he hook you to the Hummer?
Yeah. I feel like I'm in the bird's nest.
Right.
On Christopher Columbus's ship.
Yeah.
Scouting for new horizons.
Really?
I mean, hey, if it wasn't raining, this would be a lot of fun.
All right.
But man, I mean, this rain is hurting.
Yeah.
I'm up on top, braving the elements.
Of the Hummer. Of the Hummer.
See, what I had to do is I had to have the guys from Eagles help me because I couldn't get it with the bungee cord. So Kevin ran in and grabbed some clothesline. And when he was up there, we grabbed and held his leg down. We started wrapping clothesline around his legs. We clotheslined him to the rack on top of the Hummer.
Jimmy, were you trying to get out?
Well, Mikey said, hey, we're just going to go around the parking lot.
Right.
And guess what?
Yeah.
That's been quite a while ago. We've long gone.
Mikey, how long has he been on top of the Hummer?
10 minutes.
Hey, let me ask you this. Are you face up or face down?
I'm face up.
You're on your back on top of the Hummer?
No, I'm got my legs spread sitting on my butt.
Oh, you're sitting on the Hummer.
Yeah.
You're not even laying down.
No. I look like a hood ornament.
You're on the very top or what?
Yeah.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
You know what I'd like to do? Is find a park where the tree branches are real low.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea, Mikey.
No.
Good idea, Mikey.
Oh, no.
With the tree branches against me.
Hey.
Yeah.
This sucks, right?
What?
I'm out there on this. I'm supposed to go around the parking lot. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, Mikey promised me that's all we were going to do. And we're downtown.
I'm sorry.
It's cold as hell out here.
I'm sorry.
The coldest day of the year so far. On top of that, it's raining, and I'm on top of the Hummer.
I'm sorry.
God, you must be insane.
And I'm not insane.
He's got to be crazy to
What-
be on top of
what
the
is he
Hummer when it
crazy?
says cold outside.
What'd you get on top of that Hummer for?
What a dumbass.
I was just gonna go around the parking lot.
Right?
Mike has got me downtown now. I'm soaked. I'm soaking wet.
I'm sorry you're on top of it. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, well, you can tell Mikey to pull the over.
I can't do that.
Why
You
not?
can't say pull the
I
truck
can't
over.
do
we don't
that.
have the Thunder truck anymore.
Where's that compassionate bone you got? Let's see some of that compassion now.
I told you I'm very compassionate, but I can't. How am I supposed to tell him?
Mikey, you motherfucker, pull over.
I'm on the corner of Williams and MacArthur.
Williams and MacArthur. Okay, where's that?
And that's that little boulevard right here by the Washington Park where
Oh, all right, yeah.
the botanical garden,
Right,
the little flower garden is. Well, I
Yeah.
drove down the street a minute ago, and I was nice to him. Many tree branches are hanging low, and it's not time to be nice anymore.
Oh, no.
Hey, Jimmy, how you doing?
No.
Mikey, go ahead and drive through.
No. Ah. Ah. Oh, that son of a bitch.
Mikey, what's going on?
I'm driving through trees.
Oh.
They got to be hitting him because, man, they're coming right across the windshield.
Can you hear it?
Oh, man.
Oh, here they go. Just like eye level at me. He's going to get nailed. Here he goes. Ah.
He's deliberately doing that.
Oh, man, this is fun. Here we go.
Oh, no. Ah. Ah.
That was a good one, too.
Ah.
How you doing, Jimmy?
Oh, not good.
Hold on, Jimmy. Here we go.
Ah.
This is kind of fun.
Ah.
Is he?
Ow! Oh, that hurt. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, man.
Are you tied in pretty good, Jim?
Ah!
All right, here we go, Jimmy. It's another good drink.
Oh, no. Ah!
Hold on your ass, Jim. Here we go. Hear that bump?
Are you there?
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
Nothing?
Jim's phone is broken.
Oh, it is.
Oh, man.
Have him say something again.
Jim, talk.
Hello? What? Let me out.
Mike, you better let him down to check his phone.
Should I turn around and go one more time?
Yeah.
No.
Hold on.
Mikey, he said let me down.
He said one more time. Did you hear
Mike, no, I heard it, Mike. He said let me down right now. He said let me down.
Listen how bad that phone is. It's like,
Grace, you tell me to let him down or to go one more time?
you take him one more time and then that's it. Let him down.
It's a couple of tin cans and a string with
I
something
know.
on that.
Oh.
Jimmy, your phone sounds terrible. What'd you do to it?
What do you mean?
You know, you got to be more careful with
He
your
does,
things.
man. That's
Yeah.
irresponsible.
It's very irresponsible to let your phone go to hell like that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, Jimmy. Hold on.
Oh, no, not this big. No.
Jimmy, I'll give you 10 seconds. Plead your case. I might let you down. Let me hear you.
Oh, Ray, you are the man, Ray. Please let me down.
What?
I don't know what he said.
Car.
I can't hear
You
it.
know, it's such a good.
Like hearing
It's
Chinese.
such a hit.
Come on, Ray.
I can hear him.
I don't know what he's
Oh,
saying.
let me down.
He said, tell that fat bastard to let me down now.
What did he say, Mikey?
He said, tell that fat bastard to let me down now. I'm sick of riding around up
I
here.
did not say
Is
that.
that what he
Well,
said?
there's something
Yeah,
I
about
did not.
stupid Mexican.
Is that what was that again?
He
I did not.
mumbled something about a burrito. I don't know what that
Oh,
was.
all right, he's up there. Keep him up there.
Mother's a
No, I did
whore.
not say that.
Yeah.
I said no such thing.
My mother what?
Something about your mother.
I did not.
What?
Your mom's a hot babe.
What did you say about my mother?
Oh, she's a hot babe.
What did you? She's a
We're going one more
what?
time.
I don't know. I don't even think I need to
Oh,
repeat that.
no, come on.
He
Let
said
me
my
down.
mom's a fat what?
Something. I can't say
Oh,
on the air.
no, come on, Marcy.
What did
let
you
me
say?
down.
What did you say? My mom's a fat what?
He said your mom's a fat whore.
I did not.
What did you
Man.
say?
Oh,
I told him he better not say that.
What did you say about my mother?
Oh,
Go ahead and fess up and admit to what you said, big boy.
man. Oh.
He said, "Ugh."
All right, bye bye. Oh my God. Only Jimmy.
Hey, kids, what time is it?
The alarm clock screams and there's a cat butt in my face. I don't want to get up.
face the human race. I take a shower, I take a pee, I drink some coffee, I watch some TV. But nothing seems to keep my eyes open, nothing seems to get my blood flowing. Called up a friend of mine and asked what lights a fire under your behind. He says he spells relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all is. So clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and breasts and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature and there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite broadcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. It's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. I took my friend's advice to heart. I bought myself an FM radio. Now every weekday starts with a visit from the morning disaster show. And now I spell relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here. So clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and breasts and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature, but there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite broadcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster.
Good morning, everybody. It is Ray Lytle's morning disaster. How we doing? You guys all right? It's a Monday morning. It's not raining or anything, is it? I haven't looked outside yet. It's not I hope it's not rain. I know it rained last night, right? Late last night it was raining. Here's did you see the stuff in Chicago, like the tornado that hit North Naperville, hit the south and started to hit the south and started going up the west west suburbs? Did you guys see that? Yeah, a tornado hit which is weird, is rare. They usually don't have a lot of those problems happen in Chicago. It happened last night. We got rain I want to say we got rain right around midnight. Just because the thunder was loud and woke me up. There was something like that. Yeah, Steve says there's an F3 tornado hit Naperville and Woodstock. Yeah, and Woodridge got hit last night. So I know there was some deaths, and I'm sorry to hear that. It was horrible news. There's usually not, for some reason, I don't understand any of the storm stuff, but I know for some reason tornadoes usually don't hit those really, really populated areas. But man, there's a huge population up there in Naperville area. I mean, it's gigantic. Tornadoes usually hit, areas around here. Yeah. Fat 420 says there's a lot of tree damage in that area. Yeah, are there a lot of trees in that? I mean, like city of Chicago. A tornado going through like downtown Chicago with all the buildings and stuff would be scary. It wouldn't be a tree issue. It would be a building issue. Yeah, but this is south of it, so they usually don't hear a lot of tornado activity in areas like that. But it got hit last night, so man, thinking about those people, that sucks. That sucks. Hitting those south suburbs. Anyway, no, I don't think there's rain this morning, right? Are we done with the 100-degree temperatures yet? Because I know it's been crazy. Like the last week has been completely nuts for temperatures and so on and so forth. We've been going through a really heated stage. I know that it's cooling down. At least it seems to be cooling down this week. I'm looking at my weather app says the high today is only going to be 71. Is that right? Now, so we literally go from temperatures in the 90s and 100 down to today's high is 71.
Right now it's 68.
Yeah. Wow.
It's nice.
And TJ's driving topless, everyone. He's playing with his nipples as we speak right now. He got 71 today and tomorrow.
I'm a sexy bastard.
Look at my titties.
Look at my man boobs and be attracted and sexed out.
75 is a high on Wednesday. 74 Thursday, 82 Friday. That seems normal. And they'll be back in the 80s by the weekend. But yeah, 70s to start the week. That's a nice day.
Dude, if I had an extra day at home, today would be the day I would mow.
Well, my wife's gonna freak out because 70s, that's not a day that you crank the air down. She's gonna freak out if we don't have to put the air on like 58 now.
Well, you might have to open up the windows, let the fresh air in.
Yeah, good Lord. We won't know how to handle it.
Perfect day, man.
I'll be damned. We'll take that. We'll take that 70s. That's nice. That's
Absolutely.
a good day. Well, we start out today's show with a cure for the hiccups.
There's a bunch of old wives' tales to that. Which one do you use?
An actual cure. Scientists have found a cure for hiccups.
But what is it?
This is crazy. Now, I've always heard just hold your breath. And every time I've ever gotten a hiccup, I just hold my breath for, like as long as I can.
Right.
And it goes away.
I use a teaspoon of sugar and a cold glass of water, and that gets rid of it.
Here's what scientists say. They say hiccups are a product of our diaphragm. Now, being a singer, I have, not so much anymore, but when I was younger, I had good diaphragm control.
Right.
All right. And they say that's the key is to adjust your diaphragm in a certain way. However, scientists have come up with something that does that. They created a straw. This is crazy. It's a straw that you drink something with, okay?
All right.
And there are two holes in the bottom of the straw that create a small amount of pressure when you drink water through it. And the pressure repositions your diaphragm enough to stop hiccups immediately.
Well, I'll be damned.
It's literally just a straw that you put in water, and you drink water with the straw, and it cures your hiccups.
See, when you said it was a straw, I was concerned like you were going to have to shove it down your throat or, put it in the shower or,
you
stick it up your
you
butt
cut your throat and stick the straw in the throat, and that's how you breathe.
Yeah, right. You got to trach yourself.
No, but it's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's as simple as a straw. And, you're drinking the way you drink through it, the pressure that you get from drinking through the straw is what causes your hiccups to go away. And it works. It's been working in the test. It's been working. They gave a photo of it. They gave a percentage. It's almost 100%. It works over 90% of the time.
Wow.
When people use it, the hiccups go away immediately. And this is the weirdest part. It was invented,
Uh-huh.
and then it was on Kickstarter with people investing in it.
Oh, damn.
It launched on Kickstarter a year ago, and in the first year, it's been working so much that now it's available everywhere. And you can get one on Amazon.
Well,
and it's just a straw that you just keep in your house or whatever. And then when you get a hiccup attack, you use the straw and your hiccups go away.
I'll be damned. Well, most everybody else could get it on Amazon. I've got to wait a week again.
Why do you have to wait a week? There's what the straw looks like, by the way, everybody. Why do you have to wait a week?
Because I got a great Father's Day gift of having my card compromised for my checking account yesterday. So now I got to wait for a new card. I'm waiting on a call back from the bank, and I'm dealing with all that crap right now.
So someone stole your card, or they got your number, or
somebody got my card information, and they tried to charge $90 for something while I was asleep. And fraud detection, at least, thank God they grabbed it right away. But they go, oh, well, did you try to make this charge? Dude, I just woke up 5 minutes ago. How did I make a charge in my sleep?
And what were they charging? Like,
I don't know. Sex toys or something, I guess.
Somebody was charging a bunch of dildos.
Yeah. They
were
were trying to get $90 worth of dildos on my debit card.
So someone was trying to buy dildos. And
yep, and they were trying to send it to Fat 420's house as an assist to try to clean out a shower drain.
Oh, boy.
So he can continue his happy time.
So you have
I have no money right now.
Debit card. Don't you take your debit card with you on the road to buy stuff?
Yeah, that's what I live on the road is my debit. So with that shut down, I mean, I'm literally waiting on the bank to find out if I can have ATM access out of it at least so I can get money to live on the road. Otherwise.
So you could have some kind of cash, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to be able to go out this week. I'm going to have to stay around home.
Do you take the truck through like ATM things?
Well, they got them at the truck stops. I can run inside, use the one inside. You know, that's not a big deal. But yeah, I mean, sticking around home, that'll be a light week. That would not be good.
I guess I've never thought of that before. Like, you know, how do you get money from? How do you use a bank card at a truck stop?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've got my card set up where I could use it nationwide whenever I need multiple different whatever. But to have it locked out like this, I mean, literally, I don't carry cash anymore. I literally everything off of my card.
The good news is you'll have all those free dildos, or you'll have all those, you know, since you claimed. But
they're not being delivered to me. They're going to Fat 420.
Oh, I thought you were going to end up with the dildos.
No, they're getting delivered to Fat 420.
I had no idea. Where'd he go, Fat 420?
Yeah, it's like a shower cleaning dildo. I was like, what the hell?
Well, the good news is for Fat 420, well, not for Fat 420, but good news is our first person in the chat room today was Adam. But Bubba, I thought Bubba almost won. Literally, he was, 2 seconds behind Adam. It would have been a first for, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Adam came in first, then it was Bubba. Then Fat 420 did not win. He was the second one in, or the third one in the chat room. So
they had an extra large turd to waffle stomp. That's what took so long to get in today.
Followed by Diane, then Steve, and then we had our first YouTuber in. Tyler came in saying that he's in Facebook jail.
Yes, he is. That happened Saturday night on Mayhem. Do you want to hear about this one?
What did you do to get what? I've never I have never been in Facebook jail.
I haven't either. We were saying that we were going to move Fat 420 in for a week because he likes going to the races. So we were gonna move Fat 420 for a weekend to Tyler's house.
Right.
So we could go to the races in Jacksonville, and then that way Fat 420 could christen Tyler's shower. And
Right.
Tyler's like, "Well, I got a 1-bedroom." I said, "Well, that's okay. Fat 420 is good with spooning with you and putting you between him and his your girlfriend and him, and making it all kind of non-weird." And Tyler said, "I will shoot you," and he got put in jail for saying, "I will shoot you," and he's there for 3 days.
So he's in trouble for threatening Fat 420.
Yes.
Did he do it in the chat room?
Yes, he did.
Oh, did
Fat 420? He's like, "Don't worry, my waffle stump will clean your shower drain. I promise."
Did Fat 420 report him?
No, nobody reported him.
That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. If Fat 420 is the one that reported him, that would have been awesome.
No, Facebook just caught it. They're like, boom, Facebook jail, 3 days.
That's fantastic. Oh, that's fantastic. Way to go, Fat 420.
Steve wound up over the weekend in Facebook jail because he used the word whore.
Wait a minute. How did Steve get in? Steve got in Facebook jail?
Marvin logged in for a little bit on Saturday because I was by myself, so he logged in to help me out for a little bit.
Yeah.
And Steve types into the chat room, "fucking whore," and he thrown in Facebook jail for that.
How long was he in for?
He was in just for like overnight, most of the day the next day.
Oh, God, that's great.
JD McTaggart is a very big supporter of the show as well. And his comment didn't even show up in the chat room before they threw him in Facebook jail. So we had 3 of them Saturday night.
Dude, they're throwing all your listeners in Facebook jail.
I didn't want them going to Facebook jail, but they treat it like it's a game.
Mm.
And then they flip over and they listen on the app.
Dude, that's crazy. That's nuts. You're not going to have any listeners left.
When they get tossed to Facebook jail, they just tune in on the app and they listen to the rest of the show there.
I'll be damned. Yeah, no, that's crazy. So that's why. So when you threaten, Tyler threatened to shoot Fat 420, and that's how he got. Oh my God, what a dumbass!
That's how he wound up in Facebook jail.
Was Steve calling? Was Steve calling someone a hooer, or
probably me?
Was that Steve? Were you calling him a hooer?
Which I don't care. I thought it was funny, but I hate the fact that they wound up in Facebook jail over it.
How weird. Oh my God. How funny.
But no, JD was out working in his field. He said, "Man, I didn't even get my comment in the chat room, and they threw me in Facebook jail." He's like, "I'm listening on the app. This is great." I thought
that anti-vax show would have got. That's what probably got you labeled that show Friday night.
Well, I'm not going to argue with somebody one way or the other. They're going to do what they're going to do.
I just thought that's what got you guys in trouble. I didn't know it was whores and
Tyler tried to shoot Fat 420.
Yeah, threatened and threats of shooting. How bizarre.
I argued right back, and if you heard it, then I argued right back. I'm like, dude, they've been studying this. It's not like it's a new thing. COVID's been around since the friggin' bird flu.
Yeah.
And I got the vaccine, and I'm happy I got the vaccine. And if you don't want to get it, that's your prerogative. But I have more reasons to get it than not.
But here's the deal. Your show Friday, the whole thing was whose freedoms are more important, his or his company's? I mean,
and I did say something about that.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Has a right.
Your company has a right to do what they want to do. So you could choose to work there or not.
Right. Exactly.
But listen, if they have a no shirt, no shoes, no service,
that's their right
policy, you cannot come in shirtless
off your
and
boobs.
shoeless working. Sorry. You're going to have to go work somewhere else.
Work at some place, work with the shrimp boats down on the coast or something.
Yeah. So he just go work somewhere else.
But
no one's taking away your freedoms. It's just they'd rather not have you working there.
Right. And I mean, it's not like he doesn't work hard over there. I give him a lot of credit. He works his ass off over there.
But they have rules, so you're welcome to go work somewhere else.
I said very pointedly, I've got a friend that has been fired because somebody wanted him to do something he didn't want to do, and he said, no, I'm not going to do that. That violates my integrity, and he don't have a job.
That's how it works.
And I was like, same thing.
I figured that's what got you guys in trouble.
Do this, do it, or you don't.
I thought you were in trouble because of the anti-vax shit. I didn't know it was because Fat 420. I should have guessed. I should have guessed it had something to do with Fat 420.
Fat 420 if Fat 420 said he'd be more than happy to go stay with Tyler, he'd be a wonderful house guest.
I bet he would be.
He would use the guest towel after waffle stomping in Tyler's shower.
Yes. Yeah. He would be the inside spoon.
He's more than happy to spoon so Tyler doesn't feel all lonely.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful plan.
Yeah, he says he would be the inside spoon.
Yeah. Tyler would be the middle spoon.
In between Tyler and his girlfriend. That's
right.
Very nice. How funny. How funny.
No, it was more everybody getting active over just having fun than it was the anti-vax stuff. And I got off of that as quick as I could because I'm like, I don't care. People are going to do what they're going to do. There's nothing I could do to change their mind, and I'm not going to try.
Well, here's the deal. You were given. There were false facts given. There were false facts given.
There were, and I corrected.
They were untrue. That's the bullshit. That's the part that pisses me off. Is you're making up facts, and not you, but your show. I wouldn't allow people to go on here and just make shit up. It's just not true. And that's what they'll get you for. But I'm glad that's not why you were gotten.
No, and I mean, he spoke his mind, he spoke his opinion, and I said, that's what you're going to do. Let's move on to something funnier. Let's.
I do think it would have been funnier if Fat 420 would have been the one that reported Tyler.
That would have been hilarious. I probably would have been rolling if Fat 420 had been the one to report Tyler.
Yeah. And then you said Marvin popped in?
Marvin popped in for a little bit, said hi.
Yeah, he sent me a message. I had no idea what his message says, but I had no idea what it meant. He sent me a message like a week ago. And I didn't even understand it.
Then yesterday for Father's Day, he sent me this video, and it was a girl laying on the beach, and she got hit in the head with a ball, and forgot that she was topless, and stood up and threw the ball back, then laid back down on her towel, and got hit with like pinballs. So you don't see anything, so it was okay to show it, but you knew what was going on. I was like, I probably would have thrown one of those too.
No, he sent me a message. And then I saw a picture of him yesterday with his grandson. It was a great picture, but so it's good to hear from him. I just think it would have been awesome if Fat 420 was the one who told Facebook about the threats from Tyler.
He's threatened to shoot me for waffle stomping.
Yeah.
We did find the official waffle stomping instruction coloring book.
Yeah.
So we're going to get that for Tyler. It's got, different directions on how to waffle stomp. And you can color it.
I'll be damned.
Tyler is getting a waffle stomping coloring book.
That's very nice.
I thought it was very, very sincere of Fat 420 to make that suggestion.
Way to go. Way to go, guys. You're
Helping people.
staying up on everything. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Hold on a second, TJ. Hold on. Or hold on a second. All right, sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to take.
Oh yeah, well I'm like I said, one from the bank, and then I'll have to take that.
So when will you know? Oh, I just Fat 420. Fat 420 just shared with me
The Waffle Stomping coloring book.
the cartoon. He just shared with. I want to share with everybody this cartoon. Hold on. That way, so you guys can see the cartoon as well.
Oh, it was. I shared it on Saturday too. It is hilarious.
I just want to share the cartoon so you guys all understand.
It is the same one.
Yeah, it's just, when pooping in the shower, would you rather stop or would you rather,
grab it,
grab it and throw it? Yeah. I would think stopping would be, now that I look at this cartoon, I think stopping might be easier, I mean, I guess the answer is to just not poop in the shower. I mean, that would be the correct way to go about it. I have never pooped in the shower ever. I don't understand. But I have admitted I have gone right before the shower.
Oh, well, yeah.
And then have chosen to not wipe and just go into the shower and, let the healing waters of the shower clean me off. I have done that.
Dude, I think your next place, once we get you moved in, I'm going to install a bidet for you. That's all there is to it. We're going to
get a good bidet.
Your wife is going to tell me which bathroom is yours, and then I'm installing a bidet immediately.
Mm-hmm. Hope everyone had a good Father's Day yesterday.
I hope it was better than mine.
Yeah, I hope you guys all had a nice Father's Day. All right. Hope all of you had a good day. Let's see. I got a whole list of stuff I want to get to. I've got to. I was going to ask because TJ, you drive for a living,
right?
So, I wanted to go for. There's a question in the chat room that I want to bring up earlier, or that I want to bring up. You'll determine whether you can go on the road to drive or not.
Well,
when will you determine whether you can drive or not?
When I get done talking to the bank, that's going to be the determination. I mean, I've got to go down to Springfield anyway because I'm taking my truck down there right now to drop off at Sherman at one stop.
Right.
So that to fix my exhaust and get this truck running right again. When I get back.
One stop's awesome. One stop's awesome. And you should demand to see Tom and tell him why he should advertise on this show. But one stop is
I already have. And I'm going to do it again when I get there.
Yeah, they're awesome.
So you should really advertise with us because we're inexpensive and we have a good reach.
Yes. And so then you're going to go to the bank. The whole thing is you're trying to get cash.
Well, I'm trying to have the access with my ATM card.
Right.
I don't know if it's this way with everybody else, but with me, my spending habits, if I have cash, are much worse. And I've seen to just go through cash a lot faster.
Yeah.
Where if I've got it
and
I'm paying attention to that, it's like, okay, well, I cannot spend that.
So isn't your isn't your debit card also your whatever, your bank card or whatever?
It is.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do, is just have at least ATM access. So then when I'm at the truck stop, I just get the money out that I need.
I think it's the same. I think it's the same card.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you might be screwed. Yeah.
Well, I think the last time this happened, they let me have ATM only access.
Oh, okay.
So I was able to withdraw just what I needed. But if I've got to jump the company car and drive back up to my bank and go pull everything out, that makes me nervous because I've got worse spending habits with cash.
Very undisciplined.
Extremely undisciplined with cash.
Well, I'll tell you. I know that the cruises are kicking off again, TJ.
Are they?
The first Miami cruise was finally lifted off.
All right.
They have not sailed for 15 years.
Holy cow.
And a cruise boat finally left from Miami. And it's just getting going today. How about that?
That is awesome.
Would you ever take a cruise?
You know, I really want to. I've never done it, and I really want to do one. Just one.
I did one when I was in my 20s.
But you were with Rock 106 then, right?
Yeah, but it was cool. But you know, I was in my like I said, I was in my 20s, so I don't think I appreciated you know what I mean?
Right.
If anything, I was kind of bored. But like I said, that was in my 20s.
So would you do one now?
No, not now. No. Well, I can't walk, you know.
All right, so let's think to replace.
If I can walk a little better, maybe, you know, then I could take one, but no. But I, you know, they are getting the cruises going again. But the thing with cruises is, you know, you think of people on top of the boat outside in the sun.
Yeah.
But that's not where you spend most of your time. A lot of your time, you're either in your cabin or you're in an eating hall. Or for being on a boat, a lot of it is indoors. And that's where the problem comes with these boats, because the close proximity to other people and being inside, you know, that's how they get. When one person gets sick, it goes, you know, from person to person. Yeah, that's why COVID was so deadly on boats. That's why they closed them down. So, but listen, so I know now I even thought then, just test everybody before they get on the boat. And if you have a bunch of people who don't have the sickness getting on the boat, it won't be shared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if everybody was vaccinated and they tested, and you weren't allowing any sickness on the boat, you know, and it's your employees too, as well as the guest.
Oh, absolutely.
Then you're going to, you're not going to pass anything along.
Well, I mean, the last thing I want is to be laying in a chair out on the deck, getting a margarita brought to me, and then have the waiter sneeze COVID right into the margarita.
Yeah. That was the problem. But that was the problem with when they first got word that there was an epidemic. They thought, well, let's try to get it like that. And they couldn't do it. They would try to test people, and still COVID was getting on the boat, because you can't, you know, you can't keep, you couldn't keep control of it. Now with the vaccines and stuff, and the numbers have really been plummeting. Like if you look at states that have high vaccine rates and stuff,
right?
You look at the cases of COVID are dropping in states where a lot of people are getting vaccinated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like Illinois has dropped amazingly since
Yes.
the vaccine started getting out.
See, now that people are getting it, they're not getting super sick, and so they're not passing anything. So that's the key. So who knows? Maybe the cruise industry is ready to take off. I saw Ray in the chat room said he got married on I didn't know that they were married on a cruise. It shows how stupid I am.
It wasn't
Ray
by
and
Timmy, was it?
No, Ray and his wife got married on a cruise. I didn't. They've just always been married. I guess I never asked where they got married. I guess I never asked where they got married before.
Well, I still say that you and your wife had the best idea. Not a big deal. Go to
we
Vegas.
just went to Vegas. Yeah, we just went on vacation and got married. That's what we did. It was awesome. Cindy wants to know, am I moving any better? Okay, here's my knees. My knees are shot. They've been shot, but I had a fall that screwed everything up. Okay, here's the deal. My left knee from the fall, my left knee is feeling much better. All right. It's almost back to
normal pain.
The normal, yeah. Just the normal shittiness instead of, the right knee, I could not hold any weight on my right knee.
Now, has the swelling gone down? I mean,
yeah, end of last week, I couldn't even hold any weight on it. And so I had to ice it all weekend. The swelling in my right knee finally started going down. All right. The right knee finally started, the swelling started going down, and now it can hold, I'm now confident the kneecap isn't broken.
Okay.
Because that was when I called my doctor and talked. The fear was that I had broken the patella, which is the kneecap.
That's painful.
Yeah, so now it's just swelling. So I can't hold full weight. But then again, I couldn't hold full weight anyway. So normally I can't hold full weight with it. But so it's getting a little better. I still can't walk. Like I can't walk more than I can walk like 5 feet,
Are your is your pain helping?
No, but it's keeping me from falling. So I can, like I said, I'm walking about 5 feet. So there you go. But it's getting better. So that answers my knee. Ray says they took a cruise to Jamaica.
Oh, that
got married while they were in Jamaica, and then they cruised to the Cayman Islands. And came home good. I didn't know that. That's awesome, dude.
That's what I want to do, though. If I go on a cruise, I want to go into the Caribbean.
By the way, Holly says Royal Caribbean just had to cancel the first post-COVID trip due to 8. This is what I was saying. Due to 8 crew members who were positive after their second week test. See, that's what I'm saying. They can't control the workers. They can't control them because, those people who work. I knew someone who worked on a cruise ship. All it is a giant party. The people who work, all they do is they party every night. They party.
That's great.
They live up, they just live it up. That's their lifestyle. Yeah. So they already canceled. So they're canceling the cruises already. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, today was going to be the,
It was going to be the start for Royal Caribbean, but they can't stay out of trouble.
Yeah. By the way, did you hear the stuff about the? There's a new book out. All right. There's a new book that talks about the Trump administration in the beginning of COVID.
No, I haven't heard about this.
All right, this is when they were discussing the early thoughts. It's called Nightmare Scenario inside the Trump administration's response to the pandemic that changed history. All right.
Okay.
And it looks at the beginnings of the COVID pandemic and how the Trump administration handled it.
They fumbled it. They didn't. They fumbled the ball.
One of the things they say is that Trump had an idea.
Oh God.
About sending any COVID positive people. He said, "Don't we own an island?"
Really?
He said, "Don't we own an island?" And they're like, "Well, we have Guantanamo." And he said, "Why don't we just send the sick people to Guantanamo?"
So he wanted to incarcerate COVID positive people at Gitmo.
And just send them to Gitmo.
Yeah. Okay. He needs to be banned from thinking.
Well, no, I'm just saying, think about it. So he wanted to take all the sick ones and just
send them to Cuba.
But here's the deal. If he was sending all this, in all seriousness, if all the sick people were being sent to one place, I mean, that's horribly wrong. We would never do that. But
that's one.
If somehow we did send them, it wouldn't have spread. I mean, because all the sick people would be in one area.
You know, many years ago, there was somebody that had that same thought. His name was Hitler, and he had it in 1938.
I'm just saying. I'm just,
Good
Lord. I'm just putting it out there. Pete says, that's basically a leper colony. Well, I didn't say it wasn't a horrible thought. I mean, of course it was horrible. But I'm saying even though it's horrible, even though it's terrible thought, it's sort of logical. I'm certainly not, don't get me wrong, I'm not standing behind anything Trump says. But I'm saying if you think about it from the aspect of, yeah, it might be terrible, but would it work?
To an extent.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Oh my God.
I mean, again, Hitler, 1938. Pretty big similarity there.
I'm just saying. It was horrible, yes, but you cannot argue that there is some kind of logic behind it.
Not good logic, but I guess there's logic
although
there.
Any normal person would never have suggested it. However, there is, there is a logic to it. Women, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago. We talked about men who had COVID are now developing
ED,
genitalia problems. All right. They are also finding that there are women who are getting some, who have had COVID that also are getting some kind of, reproductive issue problems with it.
Oh no.
Yeah, they said that men who've had COVID
have the sex life of Sean Bellent.
Well, they men were getting shrinking penises or whatever the hell. I can't remember what it was, but You know, that there are some women that were getting some post-COVID problems as well.
Right.
So I just thought I'd share that with you.
Hey, we did discover something in a book, because I was doing a little bit of searching, because we tried to do a morning disaster best of bit on Mayhem too.
Right.
I discovered something that you might actually get a kick out of.
All right. What's that?
In Book of the Dumb, Volume 2, which is available on Amazon,
Right.
there is an entry that the title of it is "He Will Be the Butt, B-U-T-T, of jokes for some time to come," and it talks about Jimmy when he blew his ass up.
Oh, Jesus. Here's the worst part of that.
And I was like,
there's one name mentioned when they talk about Jimmy blowing his ass up. And even if you Googled it right now, if you guys went to Google and Google, man, let me try it. I'm trying to Google as well. I'm telling you, man blows ass up with firecrackers.
Or Jim the Photographer 2004.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to not mention it so I can sort of prove what I want to prove.
They don't bring up everybody else that was involved in what happened there. They always just point it right at Jim.
There's one name. No, there's one name. They talk about someone blowing his ass up, and it says Ray Lytle's morning disaster.
Right.
So it's
the morning
never
disaster was not there that day.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
You were watching the Cubs game.
Yeah, I wasn't even there. But yet in the story about him blowing his ass up, when it went nationwide, all right, because it did because the story went nationwide, and when it went nationwide, the one name that was right at the front of the story was mine. Like, it wasn't even his name. It was always Ray Lytle's morning disaster. Here we go. This is from Texas. From some kind of, I just put it in, and this is the first response I got. Some kind of Texas whatever. And it says, Jim the Photographer, an on-air personality, is listed in good condition Monday morning at Memorial Medical Center after sparks from a bottle rocket burned his buttocks at the Illinois State Fairgrounds. The accident occurred at 5 p.m. outside the exposition building, blah, 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 blah. The bottle rocket exploded on the launching pad, and the launching pad was my rear end.
Which is still one of the best quotes ever.
Said Jim McGill. McGill routinely performs physically punishing stunts on Ray Lytle's morning disaster.
Which, like I said, and again,
yes,
the morning disaster was not there.
I was not even part of this. So yet when you read it,
they always bring you up.
It's always Ray Lytle's morning disaster.
I truly do think, though, if everybody was there, that would not have happened.
Yeah.
Because everybody knew you listened to Jim. And if Jim said no, the answer is no.
This is the Illinois Times. It was a stunt Jim McGill had performed more than 100 times and never had anything gone wrong. It was a simple feat, really, involving a bottle rocket, only instead of launching the firework from a bottle, McGill launched it from his buttocks. On Mother's Day, a rocket misfired and McGill ended up in the hospital. McGill is the stunt boy for Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster Show. So literally, I'm right near the top of that, you know.
If I remember right, when I read the excerpt from the book, it did bring up the station. But I don't know if they listed the name of the show.
I wish they wouldn't have brought me up, because literally in 2005, I got to tell you, because the Illinois Times actually gives the FARC thing. It says if he could make it to his computer, he would see that he has generated almost 18,000 hits on FARC.com.
Oh, God.
Where a link to the State Journal Register news story about his mishap is titled "Dumbass." All right. So it was this huge. When it happened, it garnered national attention, right?
Right.
So I was trying in 2005, or in the fall of 2005, I was looking for another job. And I talked to several radio stations about going to work for them.
Don't tell me they made it a part of your interview.
Yes. Oh, several times.
God.
They said, "Is it true you burned someone?" And I was like, "What?" They said, there was a FARC story that said when you were hosting the show that you lit someone's ass on fire. And I was, you don't know how many times that this came up. This came up all the time when I was looking for a job in 2005. It was Jim's ass being blown up. And even now, literally, all these years later, that was 2004, so it was what, 17 years ago or whatever?
Yeah.
Even now, my name still comes up. And even though I'm on a radio and I have no desire to ever get back into radio.
Right.
Even now, if I was looking for a radio job, it would still come up.
Oh, man.
It would still, people would still say, "Wait a minute, didn't you burn someone's rear end during a radio bit?" Like, it would still come up. So, yeah. Aren't I glad? And poor Jimmy's no longer with us, but good Lord, you know.
But no, I found it in that book, and I was like, it actually hit a book? And it just shocked me because it wound up in this book.
Oh, yeah. No, it did. I'm sure it did. It's been in several books.
Wow.
It's been in several books. In fact, if you ever check my name, if you've ever checked my name, it's one of the things that come up. Usually one of the things is Lytle fired, blah, blah, blah. Once you get past all the different stories about me getting fired.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah. Once you get past that, all right, you end up seeing all the Jimmy's ass stuff.
Right.
Oh, well. Yeah.
And I do, I still to this day feel extremely sorry for, Jim and now all of that went down. I really wish it hadn't, but it did, I don't think that's the fame he wanted.
No. Yeah, it just sucks.
Yeah. I just pulled in at one stop.
Yeah.
So, this thing's smoking too. I've never seen this truck smoke like that. That's insane. Oh, boy, tell me. Don't tell me I got bigger problems.
TJ's phone sounds like it's gonna blow up.
Well, no, my truck looks like it's about to blow up because it was, like I said, I did an oil this week. Still got the right amount of oil in it. Still pumping oil. Doesn't have it mixed. Okay, I don't know why it was smoking like that. Probably just didn't have it on. And I'm still waiting on the bank.
By the way, I'm reading. I just Googled my name. Here's one of the first stories that comes up. Ray Lytle, host of a morning show on WMAY, blah, 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 for nearly 3 years was among 5 people in Illinois dismissed Friday by Midwest Family Broadcasting as ad revenue has lagged during COVID-19.
The very first story on there when they Google you is you getting fired.
Yeah. It says,
oh my God.
Ray is awesome, said Mike Patterson, president of the company, which has several stations in Springfield and Rockford. Every person that was let go from our company today is a fantastic person, he said. But he said that for the sake of stations and shareholders, we had to make some hard decisions. With many local businesses experiencing revenue drops to 10% during stay-at-home orders, he said, there's no way they could advertise. Lytle said Patterson delivered the news after Friday's morning show. In a Facebook post, Lytle said he appreciated having been able to do the show on the legendary radio station. He lauded his coworkers and also noted that he's not the only one to lose a job during the nation's health emergency. Unfortunately, this virus is changing the landscape in which we all live, he wrote. However, we are strong. I have confidence that we will come back stronger than ever. I am joining the ranks of almost 20 million people affected by the economics of this pandemic. To anybody else out there who has recently been terminated, you are all special and worthy. Now,
yeah, I didn't remember that post. That was very nice.
That was my quote after being fired.
Right.
That sounds very much like me, By the way,
positive outlook.
After me making that nice quote, no one reached out to me.
I did.
No one said, my God, Ray, that's very big of you.
How dare you? I called you.
That's very big of you. No one offered to help me. Lytle's been a broadcaster for more than 30 years, including time on WYMG, WQLZ, and WTAX. In addition to WMAY, he had a show called Morning Disaster on WQLZ and was also syndicated and did internet programs. Lytle said he's planning on continuing on the internet. Well, look, I'm still on it.
Yep.
I'll be damned. I've never seen this article before. This is the first time I've ever seen it. It's actually nice.
It was a decent article. But I read that and then I called you. I was like, are you all right? Everything okay? Yeah.
By the way, they never when the COVID outbreak started clearing up, nobody ever called me. No one ever. No, they hired other people. They hired everybody but me.
But they could get cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. they just, you know, they're like, we're not going to hire him back. We finally got rid of him. We're glad we got rid of him. Well, they might as well have just said that. Oh, well. But I wanted to point out that when I was fired, I thought I said some nice stuff. So just allow me to bring that up again. I sounded, not that many people when they get fired sound as cool as I did when I got fired. You know, I just wanted to point that out. I just wanted to point out that I, you know, oh well. Steve, I'm reading the chat room now. Steve was commenting on Jimmy's accident, in which Pete said, sounds like Steve wants to shoot fireworks out of his ass. I would not suggest it, Steve. I mean, that's just me. I would not suggest wanting to shoot fireworks from your ass. That should not be anything that anyone would line up to do. You know what I mean? I would highly advise to not do that. Yeah. Adam's pointing out I sounded very magnanimous. Thank you, Adam. That's what I was trying to be. And seriously, when I got fired, you know, everybody was getting hit from COVID, and I was just trying to, you know, think of everybody else. Because in my mind, I'm going, well, there's no way I'm getting, you know, there's no way that the unemployment's going to last too long for me. By the way, well over a year ago, still unemployed. However, I am pretty happy. You know? Because we don't talk about this very often, but granted, the job was lost, but I'm pretty happy. So we never talk about that. But and can I also bring this up? Remember, like a month ago, people were freaking out because the price of lumber was going up, and that's what was causing construction and stuff was slowing down. By the way, lumber prices have been falling now for a while. So they're starting to go back to normal. You know? So a lot of people that were saying, and I stay out of economics, but a lot of people were chanting a lot of fear about the economy. They were talking about the economy and blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you, a lot of the stuff that looked like it was inflation, prices that are going up, a lot of them are starting to go down now. And I'm not even going to get into economic theory. And I never completed any economics classes. other than what was required by my degree. So I'm not going to pretend that I'm an expert on it, but I do know that the people who, draw conclusions just draw them from simple numbers. And the same numbers are showing that the prices are starting to fall on things like lumber. So I don't know. I know the housing market is crazy, but it's like lived in houses and stuff that are selling that are going crazy. It wasn't people building new houses because the cost of lumber is going up or was going up. Now that it's going down, people will start building new houses again, which will then open up the market for new housing and maybe make some rentals available, because there are no rental houses available because everyone was selling. So just allow me to jump to that conclusion and say that maybe the rental market will pick back up again. And as someone who has been looking for a new place to live, that's good news. Because we're dealing with this every single month. Every single month we're dealing with not having a new place. So, oh well. Amazon Prime Day is upon us. Amazon Prime Day is today. However, the deals aren't as good as they once were. Like when they used to do Amazon Prime Day, it used to be you go to Amazon, you get good deals on stuff. Not so much anymore, as there's really no, there's no great products, that are available for Prime Day like they used to be. Oh well. You can't find any really good specials on. Like there was a time where there were specials on TVs and used to say, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm getting it for this price," and but that's not the case anymore. Steve says, "I lost money by being unemployed, but I gained freedom from FCC restrictions." Yeah, I will tell you that from a broadcasting perspective. From a broadcasting perspective, I love doing the show on the internet. I really do. And by the way, my favorite thing to talk about is sports, which I haven't even talked about today. But I love doing the show on the internet, guys. It's been amazing. It has really been the coolest thing ever. Doing the show from home and having not just listeners, but doing the show this way, I get participants. And it's made this show so much better. It's made it so much easier to do. And a few reasons. Number one is I don't have to watch what I say anymore. I mean, granted, I don't want to go to a Facebook or YouTube jail or anything, but I don't have to worry about it if an occasional shit or a piss or a fuck drops out. It's no big deal. It's not like the FCC where I'm going to get fined for anything. So that's nice. But also, because of chat rooms and things like that, it's not just me talking. I don't have to take a phone call. Like, I don't even have my phones on. I should probably turn them on, but I haven't even had the phones on all morning because it's as simple as I have a chat room. I have a chat room where you guys give me instant response. And I can get it just by saying, oh, so-and-so said blah, blah, blah. I get my response. So I don't even have to take the phone calls. If I want to take a call, I can. But I'm telling you, from a broadcasting perspective, this is it's so much better to be on the internet. All right. And it sucks because there's no salary coming in, but I'll tell you, it's amazing from a broadcaster standpoint. This is so much superior to broadcasting on the radio.
Oh God, yes. Less restrictions. You're able to speak your mind. You don't have bosses breathing down your neck, going, "Oh, you can't say that."
Yeah, it really is. What you get on the internet is so much more than what you get doing.
It's more raw. It's more sincere. It doesn't feel like corporate bullshit.
Yeah, and it is. And like I have Recon Techs. I love Recon Techs. Those guys are great. And here's the other thing. All right. And I'll be honest with you. And I'm going to be honest from a broadcaster standpoint when it comes to advertising.
So much more cost.
How many times have you done a show that you have products on that you promote that you just don't give a shit about? You know what I mean?
When I was doing radio, there was always something there. You have to promote this. I'm like, I don't use that.
Yeah, I don't have to do that. You know what I mean? I don't have to do that anymore. Like the way I have it set up is I just take
what you believe in.
Yeah, people, and for me, it's only going to be products that I believe in. For example, I mentioned Recon. I love those guys. Those guys do amazing work.
They're getting my Dodge here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they do amazing work. They're great guys. I know that when I go on and promote Recon Techs and say call 670-1132, I know it's not going to be a situation where a listener or a supporter of mine is going to go and end up being upset. They're not. No, it'll be the exact opposite. In fact, listeners will go to Recon Techs and then they'll call and thank me. Or they send a message to me thanking me like I'm the one who cleaned the car.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they do a great job on my car, I'll bring you some steaks. How about that? Will that make you happy?
The point is, I know them. I know they're going to do a good job. So, of course it's easy for me to put them on. And, I don't get a ton of Adam's asking about how much money. No, I don't get a ton of money from any of my advertisers, but I do support them. For example, Hendrix Home Furnishings, you guys, I'm telling you.
Well, if you and
my recliner that I have is TJ's been in my house.
Yeah.
I am so happy in that goddamn recliner. I can't even.
Dude, you never leave that. I swear, we need to put a toilet under your recliner for you so you're all set.
I tell you, it makes me so happy.
I mean, if you had a porta pot underneath that toilet, then all you'd have to do is get your blanket, drop your pants, and you'd never leave that chair.
But here's the deal: like when I wanted a recliner, I looked everywhere for a recliner. When we went to Hendricks Home Furnishings, I found what I was looking for. All right.
Yeah.
I found it. They took care of me. Whenever there's been a problem, they've taken care of it. When it came to delivery, literally, I had it on a Saturday, and then like the Monday after, everything was being delivered.
Well,
I mean,
and then
I
the
believe
service after the sale too.
I 100% believe that this is the best furniture buying experience that you can have. And so they're an advertiser on my show. If you look to the left of me or to the right of me, I don't know how your angle is where you see it, but you'll see the streaming ads and they come up. It's all products that and people I believe in. You know.
Right.
So that's the cool part about doing it this way is I have a choice. Like if it's a business I don't even use, like I did have another product I believed in, but their advertising guy was such a pain in my ass that no, they're not out there anymore.
Right.
But I'm saying that I have that right to do that. When I was on the radio, I had no right to do that. That was the sales department, and they had their own thing. And if they advertised on the show, I just had to accept it and support the businesses. But it doesn't work like that now. Now I've got to be in a partnership with those businesses. That's
and
how it works.
It works out better because then you are, like you said, you get to pick and choose, and you can put your support behind it because it is something you believe in.
Like I just saw Fit Club, the Fit Club logo. I go to Fit Club every freaking day.
Yeah.
It's not going to be some other, it's not going to be some other fitness place that I don't go to. It's going to be the one that I use every day. So Head West. I eat Head West. I don't go to fucking Jimmy John's or any of these other places. I go to Head West.
When I'm in town, I get Head West quite a bit.
Yeah. So that's how it says. So there you go. There's the difference in radio as compared to this advertising.
Remember, everybody, if you get a good job done for you at Recon Techs, Ray wants prime rib.
By the way, Pete says that I might have been there distracting the guys while they were or they're cleaning cars. Yeah.
Oh God, don't go there when they detail my car.
By the way, my wife goes to me today. She says, I wonder if Derek's in town. Because my wife goes to me, she goes, do you think they'll do my car? She says. And I go,
well, Derek was doing mothers
every time we talk to Derek, every time we talk to him, he always goes, tell your wife to bring her car. He always says for me to tell my wife to bring the car by.
Like I said, Derek was doing mothers on Mother's Day. I'm sure he'd do her car too.
Yeah. So she wants her car must be dirty or something because she was wanting to pick a day to bring it in.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That could be detail time.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I don't know. I don't know what's dirty in there, but
my Magnum, which is like a station wagon version of your car.
Yeah.
And, I've been working on it and bringing it back together and doing this for like a year. So just whenever I get time, I put work in on it. That car literally has got to go to Recon as soon as it's done because I'm not going to let that car look like it does right now. It is horrible.
Yeah, my car's pretty bad. My car's pretty bad. What I need to do is they're selling products now at Recon, and one of the products is like it does everything. You know what I mean?
Well, one of the things I'm trying to get
Oh, he's got now. I'll call. Let me call.
contact.
Hello, is this Derek?
I'm sorry.
I said, hey, Derek.
Yeah,
It's Ray. What's going on, brother?
not much. What's going on?
You're on the air. You're on the air, buddy. It is Derek, everybody. It sounds like you're near the sprayer.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So my wife told me to get with you and find a day that she could bring the car by.
We can do yours just about any time.
And a proper.
I'm booked for about a month and a half out, but
Oh my God.
you get it up here, we can get you squeezed in.
Yeah, she said, what's a good time to drop the car off?
Earlier in the morning, the better.
Okay.
That way we can get it in here, get it done, and get it back to you the same day.
Well, I'm thinking like maybe I'll when she goes to work, maybe I'll just follow her to work and she'll drop it off, and I'll pick her up she'll drop the car off, and then I'll just take her to work.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna take care of it.
Awesome. I didn't know if you were back in town or what, because I know you were running to Hawaii.
Yeah, I'm back in town this month for a little bit.
Explain to the listeners, because I don't want people. I mean, it's not like Derek just likes to vacation and stuff. There's reasons that you go out of town, right?
Yeah, I believe it or not, I haven't taken a vacation in almost a year now.
But
most of my travel is we train other centers and other detailers how to detail cars the proper way, how to install Tsunami the proper way, how to use our products, how to get their business from, on a low side back up to where it should be. We work with some of the business owners to keep their books straight, things like that.
So you do consulting and training.
Correct.
Yeah. But you are back in town. Awesome.
I am back in town. We're going to be going back to Hawaii. I believe in about a month, I think is when it's scheduled.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. Well, good for you. Yeah. So I told my wife that I would definitely find out what would be a good time. And I don't know if her car's gotten dirty or what's happening, but she actually went to me this morning and said, hey, when's Derek back in town? What's a good time to get her car in? So I don't know if it's all of a sudden dirty or what's going on in there, but
we'll get whatever it is out of there.
I don't know. I don't know if she was driving a pet somewhere or there was an accident or what happened, but
we've had that.
She seemed kind of anxious. Hey, you guys, I noticed that you had some. You guys have products as well for do-it-yourself, car cleaning and detailing. You had
same
some
product we use in the shop is the same products any customer can buy from us. We'll show you how to use them, how the products work, things like that.
One of the products was it was a spray thing, but it did several things.
That could be tons of products because a lot of our products will do more than one thing.
Yeah, and it was a spray thing that you guys. I saw it on Facebook, and they said if you use this could do your dash and I forgot what the other thing was, but
Natural Shine probably it'll clean and condition your dashes, plastics, things like that.
Okay, so you guys
cracking?
I'm sorry.
You guys were you said you had right now a good price on that stuff. What is the price on the spray stuff?
Right now till I believe it's the end of this week. I haven't really looked. Mike's been taking care of that for me.
All right.
I believe it's 15% off until the end of this week.
Yeah, because it was a Mike thing that I saw him promoting it.
Yeah.
But it's a spray. It's a spray that does several things.
Correct.
It was like this spray, you put it on, it'll do like your doors. It'll do like the dash. It'll do,
We've got several products like that. I mean, I think the one you're talking about is what we call Natural Shine, that'll do dash, door panels, seats, consoles, pretty much any of the plastics in the car. Then we've got shampoos that will do your carpets, things like that. I've got multi-purpose cleaners. I've got leather conditioners. If you got leather seats, it cleans and conditions. So, I mean, we've got anything from start to finish on a vehicle.
Yeah. So it's easy as just swinging by.
Swing by. We can get you set up with what you want. If you don't know what you want, come on in. Explain to the guys what you're looking for. We'll get you fixed up. We'll show you how to use it.
like I said, I mean, these are products we use every single day in our shop.
Awesome. Pete says, how does the do-it-yourself person, he's asking, how does the do-it-yourself person figure out how to use it? You guys will tell. You guys, if you're going to buy the stuff, they'll tell you.
Oh, absolutely.
This is how you're going to use it.
Yeah, I mean, if a customer's never used it before and we know that up front, then we can bring the guys right out in the shop. We can show them how to use it on a vehicle and what it does, what it takes care of, things like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Look at that. Awesome.
That's
well, cool.
great.
So if she brings the car by like Thursday or whatever, you guys can.
Have her bring her by Thursday. And if something doesn't work out, Ray, and you can't follow her in or something, give me a holler and we'll run over and pick it up for her and take it back to her when it's done.
Oh, cool. Maybe you can pick it up at her work.
Yeah, we can do that.
Unless she works closer to you guys than we live. So.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
Did you have a good Father's Day?
I did. It was actually real good this year.
Awesome. It's good to talk to you, buddy.
Good talking to you.
Everybody, it's Derek from Recon Techs. We love him. Always good to talk to you, buddy.
Good talking to you, Raymond.
Have a good day. There you go. Look at that. My wife will be proud of me. My wife will be proud of me. I got it set up. I mean, basically, it's set up for her to get taken care of. How about that, huh? How about that? Did I hear wrong? But didn't he say that they'll swing by and pick it up? Right? So she can just drive to work in the morning. They'll pick it up.
I would confirm it, but yeah, I think you're right.
Is that what you heard?
I think you're right, but I want to double check.
Yeah. I mean, hats off to me. I took care of it.
Made everything easy.
Yeah, I told my wife I'd take care of her car.
And I think Derek got the best Father's Day gift he could have gotten. It sounded like he got the second for Father's Day.
Yeah, it sounded like it, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, nice Father's Day for me too. Although my daughter, she's got migraine problems.
Right.
She's been having a migraine every single day for it seems the last month has been filled with her fighting migraines every single day.
Oh, that's got to be horrible.
Yeah. Which just sucks.
Yeah.
And in order to fight the migraines, TJ, she went to the doctor. They gave her she got they just started this new injection stuff. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I've got the appointment on Thursday with my doctor to talk about something like that for the psoriasis that I've got.
I'm telling you.
So it's like, oh.
Injections are the new thing. But then again, Steve said he got some kind of injections for his it might have been diabetes or something, but
could have been. I don't remember exactly what it was, but
he said his injections were really expensive.
Right.
I mean, I'm not putting words in your mouth. Am I, Steve? Right? Isn't that what you said? I want to say he was in the chat room, like talking about his injections were really expensive. Right. By the way, Kathy says the barometric pressure affects migraines. It's been really high because of yeah. Steve says it's diabetes, and it's $4,200 is what his injections cost. I mean, that's insane.
That's nuts. $4,200 for his insulin and stuff.
I'd be like, I'm just gonna die. I'm not gonna pay that money for this fucking injection.
Good Lord.
I don't know what to tell you.
My boss was nice enough to come and pick me up. I'm sitting in her car. I think it needs to go to recon.
Well, at least
I might have to pop the paper or car to go over to recon and get all cleaned up.
So are you going to get money to go on the road?
They did actually get that squared away, so I can use my card for the ATMs only.
All right. Well, good. That's good.
Yeah, so I could get money while I'm out. That'll help.
So where are you going this week?
Believe I'm going back down to Dallas.
Yeah.
And then probably reload with a cold load and come on back.
All right.
Turn, burn, and fly. You know how it works.
Is it dildos? You be dropping off dildos this week?
Well, yeah, I don't know if they've rebooked that dildo load for us yet, but we're looking.
All right.
It's paid real good, you know.
Let's try to find it. That's my goal.
You got to have a speed delivery.
My goal would be TJ dropping off a giant load of dildos.
I'm sure it is your goal. Hey, by the way, I just checked everything for the baseball game. We have only 5 pairs of tickets that are left to give away.
Well, look at that.
So
as long as Fat 420's got a pair, Kathy's got a pair.
Oh, I've got everybody listed down that has already won them.
I think it was Holly. I think Holly got Saturdays. Am I wrong? Maybe it wasn't Holly.
I was told Cynthia.
Oh, Cynthia. Yeah, it was Cindy. It was Cindy. Yeah. Holly said she couldn't go. Yeah, Cindy was gone. Yeah.
So
I think Jason wrote the name down. So
Jason let me know. So I've got it wrote down. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
We've got 5 pair left. So, I mean, if we wind up with a couple pair to give away at the game, that could be kind of fun.
Not bad. We'll have fun. Anyway, we should wrap it up today. It's 9:42.
Said he's all set. All right.
I got to go work out, and I'm going to have Fat 420 meet me in the locker room.
Oh.
We're going to shower together after. We're going to shower after my work. He's gonna use the shower after the workout. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Fat 420, right? Oh God.
Fat 420 is gonna use the Fit Club showers and.
Oh, I feel sorry for the Granite Fit Club.
He's gonna do some stomping, buddy.
Oh God.
Oh, shit. All right. We'll wrap it up today. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. with another show. You guys have a great rest of your Monday. So long, everybody.